So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, namaste, vanakkam to all dear sisters and brothers to this young Indian Theosophists weekly gathering that we do every Sunday. And before we proceed with today's meetings information, let us all come together in heart and mind and invoke the presence of that immutable principle in which we live, we move, and have our being. O hidden life, vibrant in every atom. O hidden light, shining in every creature. O hidden love, embracing all in oneness. May all who feel themselves as one with thee know they are therefore one with every other. Hello, everyone, once again. Let us come back and without wasting any time, we'll come to the main subject of our meeting today. As you're aware, in the Young Indian Theosophist, we are trying to do different formats of the meetings. So sometimes we have study, meditation session, and J. Krishnamurti videos. And then we have also had one session where we play a video of an eminent theosophist around the world. And for today's session, we have selected, we have requested also the Theosophical Society in America, and they have been very kind enough to allow us to use the YouTube videos that they already have in their archives. So from there, we have selected one video of our dear president, Mr. Tim Boyd, who literally doesn't need any introduction in this gathering of all the TS members. And we have, everybody present here knows him and definitely might have heard him at one or two occasions. And we all know that the way he explores any subject is what that is fascinating about his personality and the way he shares, and not only for himself, but the way he shares his understanding to the audience, to the people who are listening to him, is really, really penetrating. And he takes us all on that journey of whatever the subject is. And for today's subject is a very important one because most of us might have at some point or the other thought about the masters or the elder brothers or Siddha Sangha or rishis, or they are known by different names. And so President Tim Boyd in this video will be talking something about that because there is a series of talks on that. So he'll be taking a part of it and we'll be stopping it after about 40 minutes. And then we'll have some discussion among us that what is our understanding about it, or what views or approach one has on this subject, the masters and their wisdom. So without wasting any time, I would start. That was a very enlightening and insightful talk, the beginning of the lecture series that we had just seen from the Theosophical Society in America. And after this, there was a question and answer session for a few minutes, but I thought, why not if among us here, any of the delegates would like to share something or any understanding or what has been just said to discuss that, you are most welcome. And I think my couple of takeaways from this is, actually there have been many, but just one to share with all, that what the president said in the beginning, that when the Mahatmas, the adepts are working at different levels, but the human tendency, the tendency of human mind is of hero worship, or turn everything that is paranormal or something to which there is no explanation as per our current understanding, to term it as God. But what he emphasized a couple of times, and there is a quote by the Mahatmas themselves, that none of you have ever formed an accurate idea of either the masters or the laws of occultism that they are guided by. We are not infallible, all foreseeing Mahatmas at every hour of the day. None of you have even learned to remember so much. So this was in response to, in one of the letters that he, Master mentioned. And it is a direct reminder, a constant reminder for all of us that because the tendency is to turn something into God and then do not use our understanding or common sense or try to bring our inner light outside. So with that, I invite, I think Brother Arni Narendran has just unmuted, would like to say something.
Yes, Shika. Well, I just want to share this remarkable experience about the Mahatma letters, because my journey into theosophy started with this book, the Mahatma letters to AP Sinet, years ago. That was the first book I read and entered the doorway of theosophy. But something very miraculous happened years later. It was, I think, in 2017 that suddenly I had in my dreams, I never dreamed generally, pages of Mahatma letters appearing. I mean, not very frequently, maybe 2 or 3 times. I did not share this with anybody except our brother Bertie. Remember Bertie Redwood? Because we used to go after a lot of meetings to dine out and chit chat, about theosophy. So he said, maybe you're getting obsessed. I said, no, I never read that book. After the initial years, decades ago, I never read that book. Well, anyway, that conversation stopped and everything stopped. But then two miraculous things happened, which was not premeditated or planned. One thing, my daughter comes and tells me that, Mama and Daddy, I'm going to gift you a trip to the UK. Because I said, why? We always go together. Why you're not coming? She said, no, I need to go. I'm going cycling to Scotland with my friends. But before that, I feel guilty that I'm not sharing this trip with you. So she booked the ticket, even without asking us, and we had to go to the UK. Okay, that's another part 2 of the story. And part 3 of the story is again another miracle which happened. Just about 6 days before my trip to the UK, I never even thought about the Mahatma letters, never even thought of visiting the British Library. Elias Paiva of Brazil sent me, as if word by word dictation, how to go and read the Mahatma letters in the British Museum. You can't believe it, because it was as though he first says, this is how you have to go. You have to book in advance. You have to become a member of the British Library. You have to get an appointment because they don't have the book just readily available. And this just happened. I said, okay, let me try. And I made a kind of a email to them. But there were a lot of obstacles in between, because I spent one day the TS with Jenny Baker, And that afternoon, I had this appointment, but then I forgot the passwords
Oh,
to enter the library. I forgot the passwords. But then so many miracles happened. There was an Iranian there. He said, you're come all the way from India to see this letter, and you're saying you're leaving tomorrow. I'll give you a fresh password. And he gave me a fresh password. And then at last, I went and landed touching the Mahatma letters. And believe me,
oh,
that was a state of utter bliss. It was as
oh,
though I was in a state of, you know, an unbelievable world of being, And then I have
yeah.
written an article about it in a Synergy magazine years ago. So this is the experiential aspects of Mahatma letters. And the Mahatma letters is now laminated. If you want to go to the British, you need to go to the British Library Museum Library, not British Museum. You need to make an advance booking, get a membership card ready, and then you need to ask them. They usually take a week. But for me, it just came across the table because I think somebody had seen it about, I think Elias Paiva had seen it about a week back. They didn't keep it back into the repository, all these kind of
See,
miracles. So I thought
yes,
I should
yes.
share with you, saying that it's what Tim is not, or even Theosophy is talking about. For those who believe in the Mahatmas, it comes as an experience. That's more, and these are all consciousness. It's not people. Even the Upanishads, not people. They're all consciousness. So there's no address, there's no personality, there's no ego. It is only the experience. So I thought I could share this with you.
No, thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
Thank
much for
you
the
so much,
opportunity.
Brother Ernie, for sharing such a valuable experience. And this is really great to hear from the first-hand experiences of the people, and maybe many others will get the inspiration to go and visit and see the Mahatma letters in person in UK Museum Library. So thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And actually, I don't know if it's a coincidence or something. When I started, serious study in theosophical literature after my job. So Mahatma Letters was the first book that I took also.
We are on the same page.
Yeah. Thank you,
Thank you.
Vilani. Okay. Anyone else would like to share along those lines? Or brother, okay, Professor Shinde is here.
Thank you, Shikhar. We heard a very nice talk of our President Tim Boyd this morning. It's really helpful in this Kali Yuga to contemplate on these perfected beings or the masters, because the way humanity is reacting to the external influences and fighting the blind struggles towards the light of wisdom. So meditation upon the masters of wisdom and listening to this lecture during this period will definitely help us to realize how the difficulties of the future are being considered. One thing, it is true, we are different, as Tim Boyd pointed out. We are different at physical level, emotional level, mental level, but we are part of unity, that one unity at Buddhic level. That is what he pointed out. We can raise to that level, and we too at the level of our higher self, then we will be part of unity. At a deep level, all arhats have the same qualities of love, wisdom, compassion, and purity. Purity in the sense, egoless. So, what are these masters of the wisdom? They are nothing but the perfected being, living perfected being, HPB said. Masters are the living perfected beings. They are there like human beings, but they have this quality, and they are really, even if they are different in their ideas and all that, but rather in their tendencies. One of the master is military tendency. One of the master has got the teacher's tendency. So even if these tendencies are different, they are living together, and real brotherhood is found in them. That is what we are reflecting, trying to reflect in our first object of the Theosophical Society, to form the nucleus of universal brotherhood. That brotherhood is found in the masters of the wisdom where they are living. Even if they are different, they are living brotherly, affectionately. That is what we are trying to live. And therefore, it is very important to contemplate on the masters of the wisdom, because our philosophy is philosophy of perfection. We are imperfect, masters are perfect, and we have belief in the philosophy of perfection. Thank you very much. I am really enjoyed the talk. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Shindeji, for your valuable input. And yes, I think contemplation is very, very important in that. And as you said, but if we think of them as a personality, it won't help. But if we contemplate on them as wisdom incarnate or love or compassion, then all those things will come into us also. And I think one more clarification I might share with others before I invite Brother Jitendra Sampath to share his views, is that many people said that J. Krishnamurti refuted the claims of the Mahatmas or the masters, but if we go through his talks and the literature that we have, when somebody asked him, he said he never refuted the Mahatmas, but the images that the people were making about them, all sorts of about their bodies and how do they look and how their eyes are and how are their hairs, all those, because again, instead of, replacing some of the idols, we are putting new idols, and we are limiting them to only a physical body. That's what he was talking about. But if we contemplate on them as wisdom or compassion, then definitely we begin to have those in us also. Brother Jitendra, please.
Yeah, we are talking about with the youths who are participating today. So far, only the elders have spoken, but the youths should know about this, how the masters exist. They exist because if you are in the Theosophical Society meetings, the tests are taken. You are on a probation. So the youths must know that unless you admit that you are on probation, and when you whenever you are in trouble or want to know the knowledge, a book will be given to you, a page will be open to you, and that you will find it. That's like a miracle. That I was thinking about this. How come this page has opened? So we are only on the probation. First of all, you must accept it. Now, how the masters exist in analogy, I would give you an analogy how they exist. They are like on a mountain peak, top of the mountain, and you are in the village, in a dark, at midnight, right at the midnight, you are in a hut. And that hut, when there's a light lit, that you light a lamp, and that light will be, when you are ready, they see that light from the top. So you have to become ready. When you are ready, then masters will come and pick you up or get in touch with you. They will appear to you. It'll be like a miracle to you. So my advice to the youth is this one: be in that village. First of all, light up yourself, get evolved, get more knowledge, more wisdom from the studies. So you must discern first, digest it, and assimilate it. Then you will see the miracle.
Yes. Yes, miracle is often something that a lot of hard work that goes behind. And the consequence come out as a miracle. And we are almost about at the end of the session. And if there is no one else here to share anything, we would proceed with the closing. And before that, I would just like to read a quote from Colonel Olcott, what he said about the masters and for the members of the society who work. He says very emphatically that I wish that everybody in the society could realize how certain it is that those great brothers who are behind our work keep a vigilant eye upon all of us who with a pure heart and unselfish mind throw our energies into it. So we all may think that we are working without any guidance or inspiration, but that is available all the time to all of us whenever we are ready for it. And with this, we come to the end of our today's session. I don't know if any of the young Theo members would like to say anything that we have from not only India, from around the world also. So, or if not, I'll share the recording of this session to you all. And just for the information, next Sunday, as part of the Young Indian Theosophist program, we'll be having the meditation session. And for that, again, we have one of the a very eminent theosophist, Brother Vicente Hao Chin from Philippines, whom, of course, I assume we all know. He has his guided meditation sessions, which will be, he has also given the permission to use, to share with more and more people. So before 15-20 minutes, we'll have a discussion or some talk about meditation, and then we'll have his meditation session and followed by the closing of the meeting. So I would like to thank the Theosophical Society in America for allowing us to use this video. We would like to thank Brother Tim Boyd for sharing with us such deep and insightful ideas and thought-provoking ideas that will help us question our approach and to reach the truth. And I would like to thank all the delegates who came and joined and motivated us in this session throughout the world. And I would like to thank the core team of the Young Indian Theosophists who are planning these sessions and implementing them. And let us now all once again come together and share, use our thought power and willpower for the welfare of the whole manifestation of all the beings, for their spiritual evolution to be swift. Oh. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu, Sarvesham shantir bhavatu, Sarvesham purnam bhavatu, Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu, Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, Sarve santu niramaya, Sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukha bhag bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you all for joining. We'll try to bring to you more and more such inspiring, insightful talks from all over the world. And see you next Sunday, same time.
Thank you, Shekharji. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Happy Sunday Monday to all.
Thank you. We'll be closing soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Shikha.
Thank you, Sister Jasmine. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sister Zina. Okay, closing the meeting now. Have a great weekend and week ahead. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Charlie. Thank you, Dr. Kamal.
Thank you very much, sir.
Every morning you are giving us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. See you all. Bye. Namaste.
Namaste.